Upon the subject of ballet, most people often put their arms in a circle above their heads and stand on their tiptoes and say, "Look, I can do ballet," as if the actual dance were that effortless. Ballet, along with all types of dance, requires almost a lifetime of technique classes and a lot of luck to become the incredible dancers you see on television and movies. With the pressure to succeed, dancers, ballerinas especially, often go to extreme measures to achieve success. Some dancers go as far as to take their own lives. Dance is a highly competitive, high-pressure, and physically demanding profession. In classic ballet, there is popularly believed to be an ideal, quote, balancing body type for women, with jobs going to tall, slender women with long necks, long legs, and short torsos. The pressured world of ballet encourages driven personalities, offering a life that is largely confined to the studio and its mirrored reflections, a life that is determined by the orders of authority figures like teachers, choreographers, and company directors. People attracted to dance may be looking for that kind of structure, said Mary Jane Linderbach, Director of Research and Education at Harkness Center for Dance Injuries in Manhattan. Achieving a triple pirouette or a 105 on the scale are tangible goals in a difficult world. Women begin their ballet training around age 7, and the crucial point in that training, when they're judged to have the talent and perseverance to become professional, generally occurs during the already troubled years of puberty. One of the reasons people become trapped in an eating disorder is because they are perfectionists with the need to control their environment. Dancers are often perfectionists, practicing for hours a day, pushing themselves to their physical and psychological limit to achieve professional success. According to Dr. Charles L. Bardis, professor of clinical medicine at New York's Weill Cornell Medical College, anorexia has less to do with one degree of thinness, but more to do with the role that thinness plays in a person's life. Medical clues include compulsive behaviors like intentional vomiting and using of laxatives to lose weight. These actions stem from what Dr. Bardis calls, quote, severe body image disturbance. Eating disorders range from anorexia nervosa, deliberate self-starvation, and bulimia, reoccurring binge eating and self-induced vomiting, to, quote, disordered eating, a term coined by the Women's Task Force of the American College of Sports Medicine for any chronic restrictive and ritualistic compulsive eating problems. Men are not immune to eating disorders, but they are much more prevalent in women, in part because society and the world of ballet place a high value on women's looks. Today, major ballet companies across America are becoming more aware of eating disorders. Teachers and artistic directors are putting nutritionists on staff, organizing educational workshops, and watching closely for signs of the disorder. As a result, while the incidence of anorexia may be rising in the general population, it seems to be dropping in large ballet companies. Kay Mazzo, co-chair of faculty of the School of American Ballet, acknowledges the pressure to be thin. There's definitely an aesthetic you have to have in ballet, but, she maintains, it doesn't mean you have to be just bones. She described the school's approach to anorexia. When they spot a problem, they contact the parents first, then initiate talks with the student. They arrange for the dancer to see a nutritionist, then a doctor. If the doctor feels it's necessary, he sends the student to a psychiatrist. Along with the School of American Ballet, many other companies are treating the problem by trying to change the ballet culture aesthetic of being thin by having the dancers sign waivers that reserve rights to the staff to provide care for the dancer if they feel she is harming herself. The change also includes nutritionists on staff in studio, required monthly workshops about nutrition and diet, and support groups. With these changes, we are seeing light at the end of the tunnel for dancers who feel pressured to be thin.